Hello everyone, welcome to our tutorial on installing MariaDB and Zabbix on Debian 12. In this video we will walk through a process step by step, making it easy for you to set up these tools on your Debian system. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit notification bell so you never miss out on the latest tutorials. So let's start. The first thing what we should do is update our Debian system, so let's do this by following the command sudo apt update. Let's make sure that repository is up to date. We see all these packages coming, so let's do sudo apt upgrade now. It's detected that there are a few packages that need to be upgraded. Let's do it. It might take a few minutes or a few seconds, depends on how many packages you have. Good, in our case it's done. So let's start with installing MariaDB. We do that with sudo apt install MariaDB server. You see it's giving few of packages that need to be installed. Fine, let's do it and installing. It also will take some minutes or seconds, depends on your speed of internet and the server itself. Here you go. You see it's got installed. So after it got installed, we just need to make it secure. So we run command sudo mysql secure installation. Okay, so let's run this command. It's asking if let's enter a current password. So I will take a password which I have set. Switch to Unix socket. So if it's running locally, then do yes. Change root password. No, we don't. Remove anonymous user. Of course, why not? And disallow root login remotely. Yes. Remove test database. I think we don't need to. Let's do it. And reload the privileges table now. Yes. And here we go. So MariaDB should be already in. We could try to test it, like let's check first the status of the service itself, probably. Sudo system, we can do with that. ctl status MariaDB. Okay, we see it's running and it's enabled. Good. So let's check the database. We run with sudo. Check if in the database here. Okay, nothing, but we see some standard ones. So we have MariaDB installed and running. So the next step, what we probably should run then, it's to install Zabbix itself. So to install the Zabbix, we first need to download and install the repository. So let's do like that. Let's check where we are. It's home user, that's fine. We load out the repository file. When it's done, then let's do and install it. Here you go, it's also done. Let's do update. Just refreshing our repository. So when it's done, then let's start installing a Zabbix itself. So for that one, we need to install Zabbix server MySQL. Don't mind that it's MariaDB. MySQL and MariaDB is quite similar. And we installed on front end, Apache, and SQL scriptive agent. Yet again, you have a list of packages need to be installed, and you say yes, of course. And we'll wait for a couple of minutes again. It's just a bunch of packages it's installing, so it might take a few minutes again. Here we go. It just completed. So as we have already installed main Zabbix things, then let's start with database. So let's go with MySQL. Here we go, we're inside. So let's create a database with Zabbix. So we do that with this command create database. We're saying database name. We're setting character set to a default one, which is suggested by the Zabbix itself. So here we go, let's create a database. Now let's create a Zabbix user. So we do with Zabbix user, and strong suggestion here to put the strong password. As for test, we're just putting a password. But in your environment, I assume you want to protect that. Then granting access for a Zabbix user to this new database. And we will enable temporary this trust function. Good. When it's done, let's quit. And now we will load or import the host schema and data, which came together with Zabbix SQL installation scripts in the standard location. So we just run this command, which is loading to MySQL with our user. It asks a password, so whatever password we put with creating this user, we put it here together. So it might take some seconds to get it loaded. So just take a coffee and wait a bit. Here we go. It got loaded. So now let's go again to the database. And we disable this login trust functionality. And exiting again. So database part also should be now fine. What we do next to do is to let Zabbix know where is the database itself, as it's still a separate product. So what we do, we go to etc Zabbix underscore server config file. Here we should find the details about database. So let's quickly look. Okay. So we run with socket, which is fine. Database name I have not changed to Zabbix. In your case, it might be different. The user of the database also, in my case, is Zabbix. In your case, it might be different, so you have to change. And I will put DB password in this case, as I have set it. Very strong password. And let's save it. Good. So let's restart the database now. Okay, I need to run on sudo. Let's check if database is running. Cool, it's up and running. So we have installed that. We have database, we configured the web app itself. So let's also restart the application, it means Zabbix in this case. So Zabbix server. Also we will restart Zabbix agent. And as we run on Apache, we'll do it for Apache too. Good. Let's check the status of a Zabbix service. Status. Okay, it's up and running. So what next? When we open a browser, and we should see, let's refresh. Okay, we see Zabbix 6 got installed. So let's just complete this setup. It did check off all these prerequisites, which in my case match. Do next, saying MySQL, anyway, it's running MariaDB, MySQL is the same. So we need to put just a password of a database, or in your case it might be username and database is different, then in this case you should set your own. Next. Okay, it's not defined, you don't care too much in this case. Zabbix server name, so you should put what's the name of a service. In my case it's master, but you could put what's your, it might be different. The default time zone, I will leave UTC, you could set your own. So the next step, and congratulations, it finished. So with first login, what happens with is admin and password Zabbix, and do sign in. Here we go. So one thing with Debian, we noticed also locale errors. So at least from my point, I found the way to fix that is to go in on the OS level, set locale, and we'll put in US UTF 8. Okay, it's again we need to run sudo. So it's set with locale, and then after this we need again to restart Zabbix service, server, and we'll restart Apache also. Good. So if I back now to the browser to refresh, here you go. All these errors disappeared. So, and here we go. You successfully installed MariaDB and Zabbix on your Debian 12 system. Now you're ready to monitor your infrastructure and keep everything running smoothly. If you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share with your friends. Also leave us a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future tutorials. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in next video.